One who knows Brahman is Brahman. It is the same in the manner that you know your existence. With what knowledge, by what power do you know that you exist? Such knowledge does not depend on sensation or mental conception. In the realization of Brahman, you do not become other than what you already are. Therefore, to be one with Brahman, you must know yourself. If you profoundly inquire to know yourself, you will find that your nature is existence, without beginning and without end, free of change and modification, illimitable, and perfectly full. This, your true existence, is transcendent of the body, undefined by the attributes, activities, and conditions of the body. This, your true existence, is entirely transcendent of all that is conceived of in the mind, in any of the states of waking, dreaming, or deep dreamless sleep. This, your true self, is not individualized. If you are not the body, not the mind, that is, if you are beyond all that is perceived and conceived, even without the notion of I, what are you? Only the self knows the self. Only Brahman knows Brahman. The body does not know you, though you appear to know the body. The mind does not know you. Similarly, the I, or ego, supposition. These do not know you. You know yourself. With the knowledge that is inherent in existence. If, in spite of your existence being eternally just as it is, Brahman, you misidentify with that which is not yourself, such is delusion, and it is at the root of all sense of bondage and suffering. If you cease to misidentify, Brahman comprehends Brahman. You know yourself. That was added emphasis. Thanks. Another cannot do so. Indeed, in the self, in Brahman, the very idea of another is impossible. For the unborn, there is no creation. For those who are free of misidentification, there is no differentiation. Who are those? Only Brahman. So in truth, there are no unrealized beings, nor are there realized beings. There is just absolute being, which is the very substance of realization itself. As Brahman ever is as it is, the self is ever just the self. Self-realization is not an event. It is the eternal truth. So Sri Bhagavan says, the egoless state is the real state, the only real state that there is. To abide in that, as that, free of the notions of I and this, the ego and the world, is true knowledge. It is said in the Shastras that the knower of Brahman becomes Brahman. What is this becoming? One already is Brahman. It is a matter of knowledge, self-knowledge. For such knowledge, inquire deeply within yourself. Who am I? As the distinct mind or separate individual, how could you ever know Brahman, the vast absolute? Free of the assumption of existing as an individual or a second knower, a mind. How could anything other than Brahman exist? The Upanishads declare Brahman to be one without a second. Consider deeply the significance of that. A second is anything other, starting with the assumption of I. So question, inquire, who am I?